This is coordinate geometry, and the first question reads as find the gradient of a line which passes through -5, 3, and also the other point which is -4, 1. So once you see a question, it's like this, and it says find the gradient of a line, and you have been given 2 points, which are these points which I've written here. So the first point is -5, 3, and the second point is -4, 1. So you name this one as x1, y1, x2, y2. And also you have to know the formula for gradient. So M stands for gradient. The symbol for gradient is M. So M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So you check here, what you named as y2 is what? 1. You write it here. Minus. What is y1? y2 first you check. According to the formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So you check, what is your y2? y2 is what? 1, which is this one. Minus y1, it's 3. You come to the second, x2. x2 it's what? -4. Minus x1, -5. So you just bring it the way it is, which is M is equal to 1 minus 3. So here you say negative times negative, it's a positive, which is this one. So what is 1 minus 3? Once you are subtracting a small number from a bigger number, always your answer should have a negative. So it's 1 minus 3, which is -2. So bear in mind that once you are subtracting from a small number, always your answer should have a negative. You come here, -4 plus 5. You subtract and you get the sign of the bigger number. So the bigger number is +5. So it's -4 plus 5, it's +1. So how many times can 1 go into -2? It goes -2. It goes 2 times, plus there's a negative. We come to question 2. Question 2 reads as find the gradient of a line which passes through the points -3, -1, 0, 3. You name this one as x1, y1, x2, y2. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So you check here on your data, which one is your y2? y2 is 3, which is this one, minus y1 -1 over, what is x2? x2 you check, it's what? 0, you write it, minus x1, it's what? -3, which is this one, you put it inside the brackets. Next, negative times negative, it's what? Positive. So which is 3 plus 1. Negative times negative, it's a positive. So it will be 0 plus 3. So M is equal to 3 plus 1, you get what? 4. 0 plus 3, it's 3. So you say M is equal to, how many times can 3? How many times can 3 go into 4? It goes 1, remainder 1 over 3. If you want, you end here, or you say 3 into 4, it's 1, remainder 1 over 3. We come to question 3. Question 3 reads as find the equation of a straight line passing through the point -1, 5 and 2, 10. So you have been told to find what? The gradient, to find the equation of a straight line. So find the equation of a straight line passing through the points which are 1, 5 and also 2, 10. So the first thing, if you are told to find the equation, the first thing you find is the gradient. you can't find the equation of a straight line without having the gradient. So here you can see you do the same, x1, y1, x2, y2. The formula for gradient, which is this one. So m is equal to, what is y2? It's 10, minus y1, 5, which is this one. x2, it's 2. x1, 1, which is this one. Next, 10, remove 5, it's 5. 2, remove 1, it's 1. M is equal to, how many times can 1 go into 5? It goes 5 times. So now I have got the gradient. Now what has remained is to find the equation. So I'll use the first coordinates, which are this one, x1 and y1. You write it there. And the formula for equation of a straight line is this one. Y is equal to mx plus c. So what is y1? y1 it's what? 5. So here, they can't say y1. If it's y1, they'll just write y. That's why I've picked this one, which says x1, y1. So where there is y, you plug in what? 5 equals to m. What did I find m? It's 5. It's this one, this one. Open. What is x1? It's 1. Plus constant. Here I'm trying to look for what? Constant. Next, what is the next thing? You say 5 is equal to 5 times 1, it's 5. Plus what? C. You group what? The like terms. It was positive 5. Once it comes to the other side, becomes what? Negative 5 equal to C. So 5 minus 5, it's 0. So C is equal to what? 0. C stands for constant. So the next thing I'll do, since I've been told to find the equation of a straight line, so you say y is equal to, you use the same equation, which is this one. Y is equal to mx plus c. So since y, you say y equals m. You know m, it's what? 5. And what is x? x1, it was 1. So there is no need of saying x1. You just attach what? X. Plus c, it was 0. So there is no need of saying plus c. If it's a 0, you just stop here.